Terrell Edmunds takes down the 2018 Heisman winner, and his brother, Tremaine, intercepts the possible MVP. Week 14 of 4-3-4 in the NFL is starting right now. From my laptop and cell phone camera, we've been upgraded to the studio today. Hello, everyone. I'm Carly Ford. There's only 3 weeks left in the regular season, but this past weekend was a particularly good one. For the 4-3-4, out of 5 games played, we saw 3 wins. We also got to see the Buffalo Bills take on what I would say is the best team in the NFL right now. In Buffalo, the Bills face the #1 seed in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. Mark Ingram up the middle, wrapped up by the linebacker Tremaine Edmunds. The Ravens would try to go up the middle again. This time it's Gus Edwards, stopped by Edmunds once again. 2nd and 4 on the Bills' 12-yard line. Tremaine gets to Justice Hill for a loss of 2 yards. This Bills team has been dominant on defense, especially at the goal line. Tremaine, 8 total tackles and an interception. He gets it from the possible MVP, Lamar Jackson. The Bills held the Ravens to a low-scoring first half, only 10-6. They've only had 2 other games where they scored less than 10 points before the half, and both resulted in losses, one to the Chiefs, the next one to the Browns. Then on 3rd down conversions, the Ravens struggled against this Buffalo defense. They were only able to convert on 3 out of 7 3rd downs played. I mean, Lamar Jackson, his offense has been so dominant. They've been beating teams by more than 30 points this season, but they only beat the Bills by a single touchdown. 24-17 was the final score. And afterwards, Lamar Jackson admits that this was a pretty good game.
Bills fans came, they was basically on the field, it was so loud here. Defense came out to play. Like I said before, it was just a playoff game.
Jacksonville was back at home, and so was Gardner Minshew. 3rd and 5 connects with DJ Shark for the first down. Next play, watch our offensive tackle, number 76. He's beside the center on the right. This line pushes the Chargers to the right so Minshew can roll left for another 3rd down conversion. Both teams entered this game on losing streaks. The Chargers with a 3-game, Jaguars with 4-game, make it 5 now as they would fall short 45-10 against the Chargers. But it's only fitting that LA would win this game. It was Philip Rivers' 38th birthday, and the 16-year veteran had his longest completion of his career with an 84-yarder to Austin Eckler. The Jaguars are the only team on our list that don't have any playoff hopes, and we're going to dive into that playoff picture more after the rest of the highlights. And I think it's safe to say that it is a fact the Steelers travel well. They have fans all over. We saw the terrible towels, how they took over in LA when Duck Hodges had his first start against the Chargers and won. And if you don't believe me, here's a video from 2011 when the Steelers played in Arizona. It's when they had Troy Polamalu, Hines Ward, and Big Ben. Calling State Farm Stadium, it's a terrible towels here to bring mayhem to Phoenix. Duck Hodges starting back on the West Coast. He connects with Trey Edmunds for a 7-yard gain. There's a flag on the play. Edmunds took a hit from Jordan Hicks, who's called for the personal foul to give the Steelers 15 more yards. And then on special teams, Deontay Johnson with the punt return, and he's got blockers all out in front of them, one of them including T. Eddie, who swoops down to help Johnson take it all the way home for an 85-yard touchdown return. And now let's take a look at his brother on defense. It's 3rd and 1. Terrell Edmunds is going to be lined up right across from Kyler Murray, the 2018 Heisman winner. Edmunds, number 34, the Dan River High School alum, forces Murray to the ground, gets the turnover. The Steelers would pick the ball back up on their own 41-yard line. And in the 4th corner, Steelers with the fake punt, but it's knocked out of the hands of Jordan Berry. But watch how quick Trey Edmunds realizes the ball is out. He goes to jump on it. He wouldn't end up with it, but just how quick he was able to realize that is extremely impressive. His brother Terrell would have 7 tackles in the 23-17 win over Arizona. Our last highlight is going up to the Patriots and the Chiefs. Safety Juan Thornhill brings Julian Edelman back. The Chiefs defense, well, they're going to block this field goal by the Patriots. It's number 92, Tanoa Passanio. And this is in Foxborough, but the Patriots, they're not going to let that one slip by pretty easily. So later on in the game, Chiefs going with the punt down the field. It's blocked this time by Justin Bethel for the Pats. Then after the Patriots score a touchdown, 2nd point conversion, Thornhill As part of this huddle that brings the play back, the Chiefs won 23-16. Out of the 5 teams we've watched week by week, 4 of them have a chance to make the playoffs. In the NFC, after this Bears team has had a resurgence these last few games, they are now in the hunt. And then in the AFC, the Chiefs, they've clinched their division, so we will see them play past week 17 with the wild card round. The Bills and Steelers could possibly clinch those 2 spots. Both these teams need a win, and they're going to face off against each other this Sunday night, and that game has a name of its own, the Edmunds Bowl. It's moved to prime time. This will be the first time we see these brothers face off against each other, and the first time we'll see all 3 of them on the same field since their Dan River High School football days. Both teams need the win to make the playoffs, and both teams have very strong defenses. What would be really cool, though, is if we get to see Tremaine tackle his older brother Trey on a carry, or even if Trey makes a block against his little brother Tremaine. This will be a fun game to watch, and it will make history for the 4-3-4. That game is Sunday night, but before that, we have a few other games to watch. The Bears, who are on the hunt and could use a win, have a divisional game against the Packers at 1. The Chiefs also have a divisional game facing the Broncos at home. Also, that game is at 1. Then at 4:05, Jacksonville is on the road to see the Raiders. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around for 4-3-4 in the NFL here in the studio. Make sure you go vote for the Pro Bowl. You've only got 3 days left. The link will be underneath the video in the comments. And I will see you all next week for Week 15.